Hey guys, going through and explaining the assignments for this week. Last week or a couple weeks ago, we had the micronutrients poster. That was one where you had either the minerals, the vitamins, or water, just talking about having the poster, just description of that particular micronutrient. And then this week, you're actually taking that poster, you're going to add it to a post where you're going to answer some questions in the assignment here. And then make sure when you reply that you're thorough. I've gotten people that say I agree. That's the same as putting nothing, or I agree with what you said. It needs to be very descriptive in terms of your reply. Think about answering in a complete sentence to where someone would know exactly what you're talking about without having actually viewed the other person's post. And the next assignment that's due tomorrow is food labels. We come in, watch a couple of videos here. And then it'll ask you to copy a Google Doc and complete it. A lot of good information regarding this. This is probably one of the things that I would tell you that, at the end of a health class, this would be something that would be very valuable for you to know how to do in terms of reading a food label, what's important, what to pay attention to, what is really kind of not worth even paying attention or looking at, but just because there's a lot of information, I think people tend to not know what all is going on, so they just kind of avoid it. But take a look at that. I would encourage you, please watch the videos and then in the slideshow, and we'll kind of go from there. Third assignment, 2.15, it's due this week, is on Fad Diets. So there's a lot of different ones that are out here, and it's going to let you choose some different ones that are out there. They've got a list of some that are out there where you can even research. There's some videos here for you to watch. Fad diets generally are all represent a similar thing. Usually one of them is removing one of the main macronutrients in order to get you to lose weight, which will work. It's just there's a reason why our body needs all three of those macronutrients in terms of carbohydrates, protein, and fat. And if you don't have one, you're going to lose weight. It just means usually what's happening is you're actually losing muscle instead of fat weight. That seems kind of interesting, but that actually does happen. There is a right amount that you're supposed to have, and if you exceed amounts of those nutrients that you're not supposed to have, you will gain weight and add fat weight. But completely removing one is not healthy. And that's why they call them fat diets. There's pros and cons, and they want you to pay attention to this. You're going to see this, for the rest of your life. They've been coming up with the same fad diets for the last probably 50 years, different ways to lose weight. What I would encourage you to do, though, is that when you open this assignment up, there is a rubric. There is an attached rubric that's here. So let me show you where you can go to view that. If you go back to your modules and then go and click on the assignment 2.15, it will actually click on 2.15 here, and then up in the right hand corner there's these three dots. If you click on that, I'm pretty sure there's a place where you can view the rubric. Oh, maybe not. Where is this at? So I was wrong. So come in here in modules 2.15, and you scroll all the way down to the bottom. It actually lists how you're going to be graded. Probably the couple that people miss a lot on this is they don't put references in, so they miss points. And then this restricted and unrestricted food. So I would just make sure you have a slide for each one of these, and that would really help on your presentation. And if there are no unrestricted foods or no restricted foods, just make a note of that in the slideshow that there are 0 restricted foods from this diet. So, for example, if you're doing the Atkins diet as a fad diet, Atkins diet removes carbohydrates. So the restricted food would be anything with carbohydrate. Generally speaking, they're talking about bread, but just if you make a note of that in your presentation, that would be helpful. All right, and then your last assignment is 2.16. It's about food safety. So there's an article for you to read, a slideshow for you to view, and then there's a quiz at the end, really just talking about properly taking care of food prepping it, storing it, those kinds of things. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Had a lot of people catch up in this last week or so. Quarter grades did go out last week, so you should have an update. I'll probably be trying to update your parents here towards the next couple of days on your grades. So I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you later.